Can you imagine how this guy was almost beaten into coma just because he was wearing a camouflage? Apparently, they saw him putting on camo, and before he could explain himself, they started beating him up because he's wearing a camo. Before somebody now came up to now signal them that this guy people are beating is a soldier. That's when it was not done on them that, oh, it's a fellow soldier that they are beating. Perhaps he not quit the guy explain himself before they pounced on him. They were not saying, why did you not quit tell us? Why didn't you tell us on time that you're a military person? Imagine that this guy was not a military person. The way they are beating him, they would have beaten him into coma. Like, that is if the guy even survived the beating. This is what our military do just because of camo. You decide to join the military just to oppress your fellow citizens. Is that not madness? For camouflage, just a color like every other color. It's just like Nigerian police saying no Nigerians should put on black shirt again because the color of police uniform is black. So anybody that is seen in black uniform will be beaten up. It is not only in Nigeria that military uses camo. In other countries, you see military using camo, but they do not beat up their citizens for wearing camouflage. But in Nigeria, the way military will beat you up for putting on camo, when you try to use your facial recognition on your phone, it will not recognize you again. This is the extent to which our military oppress Nigerians. Have you ever taken note that if any Nigerian travel abroad, the first thing they do is to wear camouflage, snap, and post it online? Do you know why? Because they are now in a country where they can now express their freedom. No fear of being dehumanized. No fear of being beaten up because you are wearing a camo. They snap with it, upload it for our military to see that yes, we are in a country where we can now express our freedom. This is the extent to which Nigerians like freedom. But our military, they will beat the living daylight out of you for putting on camo. Meanwhile, the people who are constituting nuisance in our country are left freely to roam around the streets while our military chase after people who are putting on camouflage. This is me putting on camouflage on the street of England. Peace of mind want to finish me. But if it is in Nigeria, even your friend will refuse to work with you if you are putting on a camo as a civilian, because me had not touch them too. Our military will have their shoulders high because they have the right to beat up Nigerians for wearing a camouflage. This is even the reason why a lot of people join the military in Nigeria, because they want to oppress fellow Nigerians. That's why you see them when they pass out from their military training and they are now inducted into the army. You see them on the roads expressing their strength, blocking the entire road and daring any civilian to come and drive past. In other countries, you will not even see military personnel outside. But in our country, you see military personnel chasing after people that are wearing camouflage. Like, funny enough, I do not really feel sorry for this military person that they are beating, because I'm sure at one point or the other, he may have beaten a civilian for wearing a camouflage.